Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Rose. This is my Module 15, 5 New Technologies. The first technology I'd like to share with you guys is Prodigy. The purpose of Prodigy is just for individual practice for math. Kids take a placement test at the very beginning of the year, and it kind of places them with math problems that kind of fit the needs that they have in math. It's really good for filling those gaps for kids that have missed certain areas of math or had misunderstandings in areas of math. You can also assign assignments for different standards, and even have they have like a test prep activity that I'll show you here in a second. My audience is for 1st through 7th grade. Is people or the kids tend to enjoy this at that age, and then the ISTE standards are there. So I'm going to show you a little bit about Prodigy. I already have a class made, so after you log in and create a class and put in all their names, your screen will kind of look like this. If I go into view class, it kind of brings me to a dashboard and shows like what my students have been up to this week, their results on their placement test. Obviously, I have a free membership, but there's a way that you can, pay money, and there's a lot more added things that you can have to it. If I go to Planner, this is where it brings up a calendar, and this is where I can create assignments that are to a specific standards. I can make plans to a standard, and I can also prep them for standardized testing, which I do a lot. So instead of having them do math problems that are aligned, sorry about that. The standardized tests is what I use a lot. Right now they're just doing the practice they need, and based on their placement test from the beginning of the year. But as we get closer to our state assessments, I will use this to help them. It'll give them math problems that we've done this year, and it'll help them kind of prepare and review for the standardized test. So if I select one of these options and hit continue, it has me for Kansas, because that's the state I teach in, and the grade level I teach at. And if I hit next, I can choose what date I want it to start at and then end at as well. So I'll have it end right before we take the math assessment. You can just select a few days here. I'll just do it for much of March, and then just hit create. And then it says that it'll take them less than 5 minutes a day to complete the test prep, because I did it for so long, which is great. And then now that's in my schedule. So again, I can go in and just, if I hit align it to a standard, it'll bring up all the standards for 3rd grade, and I can have them just work on a certain standard or a couple standards. Especially, I'll use this if I see a certain student struggling with something that we've been doing in math. I will assign them standards for that specific thing. It's also great because I can go into reports, and I can see how much my kids are doing it, because a lot of them do it at home. I can look at their placement quiz. I can look at their weekly activity, and even just their progress and how they're progressing through this. The thing I like most about Prodigy is that it is very engaging. The kids love it. They have to, once they're in and playing the games, they basically find someone in the class or just a random person to battle against. And that person can be at a completely different math level. It doesn't matter, but they battle each other by solving math problems and casting spells on each other. And you have to cast a certain amount of spells, and some spells are stronger. And it's just a really fun, engaging way to learn math. So I hope you try it, and I will see you soon.